ConocoPhillips has had a long-standing focus on environmental and species and habitat conservation.
Conservation, it's really one of those just fundamental values.
And just a natural part of who we are.
It's really ingrained in our culture. Our spirit values R is for responsibility, and that's a responsibility to care about the environment.
We work in the outdoors. We're out there in the fields. We see the species. We know that our operations can have impact. What are actions that we can take? What are the things that enable species that are threatened to be more secure?
People ask, why are we focused on birds? They're really an indicator species. Studies have shown that grassland birds have declined 70% since the 1970s. We want to find ways to help reverse these trends to save these species for the long term. It's not just the right thing to do, it also helps us with our license to operate. One of our longest standing partners has been with Yellowstone National Park. We've helped support and protect the fish and the wildlife that are in that park. Thousands of miles of hiking trails.
I'm Mary Ann Piacentini. I'm the president and CEO of the Coastal Prairie Conservancy. We're a nonprofit land trust that's working to preserve grasslands, wetlands, and farms and ranches in southeast Texas. ConocoPhillips has been fabulous in offering their technical expertise.
We actually employ professionals whose job it is to be biodiversity experts. We employ biologists as part of our project management teams.
They have been so free with their support, with their expertise, and their brain power.
It gives us credibility. People know that we not only have a passion for the environment, but that we have expertise as well. I think one of the really significant things that ConocoPhillips has been able to bring to the table is our convening power.
Other groups start to say, if ConocoPhillips is doing that, why aren't we doing that?
It's that classic case of that the whole ends up being greater than the sum of the parts.
Partnerships actually help expand our capacity. And I will tell you that ConocoPhillips is one of the longest standing partners we have.
Houston Wilderness has been around for 20 years. We're an environmental policy organization. ConocoPhillips has been a very important partner for us from day one. People, they want environmental improvements. They want environmental enhancements. Often they don't think they're going to get them. They think their area is not important. A lot of this stuff is just really hard. And so you need that collaboration. You need multiple partners or it just can't work.
So literally from the air that we breathe to the water that we drink, grasslands matter. There are natural stores for carbon and they're key to our resilience going forward. Our grasslands are changing, they're in decline. We've lost 3 billion birds in the last 50 years. 1 in 4 of those birds are grassland birds. So ultimately we need to change these trends.
Ducks Unlimited's partnership with ConocoPhillips goes back 40 years. The work that we've done in Alaska, the work that we've done across the Midwestern United States, and then the really tremendous footprint that we have in that remarkable landscape of Louisiana coastal wetlands.
What we're doing is looking to restore in certain areas where we can patch up the marsh, help it heal. Terraces are a great example of habitat restoration in the marsh to try to push back a bit on some of the challenging circumstances here with erosion and other issues. It's habitat for ducks and other animals, but it's really protection also for the community. It can do all these together.
This partnership has impacted generations.
We can work together. We know what has worked the last time round. We can do it again. Over time, you begin to see the cumulative beneficial impacts. And, you know, they're very significant.
We live in these communities, we work in these communities. We want to do what we can to ensure that these species are here today and for years to come. We have accomplished a lot over the last several decades, last century really, but we've got a long way to go.
True partners are integral to your work, and without that corporate support and without the leadership of ConocoPhillips, I don't think that we would be where we are today.
Two great organizations have been shoulder to shoulder for for 4 decades making great things happen.
I really appreciate the passion that you have and that you want to contribute and make a difference. And, a lot of companies don't, and just know that you're valued.